Run and get a ticket. I hear you say green light, rock road, yellow light, it's slow, red light, I stop. I'ma hear you say switch lanes.
Hi guys, it's Kaya and I'm back again with another video. So in today's video, this video is going to be about interview ready makeup. So I know here on YouTube, especially like on my channel, you see more colorful looks, you see cut crease, you see smoked eyes, you see date night, you see movie night, you see freaking all the other stuff out there in the world, you know, that is beautiful. I love it. I love all those styles of makeup that I just described and said and stuff. Anyways, so what I wanted to film for you guys today is interview ready makeup, because let's be honest guys, when you go to interviews, you don't want to go in there with the cut crease, you don't want to go in there with the smoked out freaking wing liner, you don't want to go in there with the freaking smoky eye, you know, you don't want all those super extravagant colors on your face, unless the job interview that you are going to is more specific, set on those type of looks. You know, I mean, if you go into an interview at freaking Ulta, Sephora, I suggest, you know, go all out with your makeup. Be mother freaking beat to the gut. Yeah, if you're doing something like that, if you're doing, you know, I don't know, maybe freaking being a clown, or being I don't know, whatever requires you to wear extravagant, extreme, super duper, you know, makeup, then by all means do all that. But you know, if you're going to a job interview for say like business office, you know, something that's about to get your career started, that is more on the professional side, business side, you know, business casual side, you want to have minimum makeup. So with this look, you get still beat, still pretty, you know, your face is like extremely flawless, but it's still with that minimum amount of makeup. So that is what I filmed for you guys today, and I hope that you learned something from it so that you guys can still feel beautiful even while not being able to wear as much makeup as you usually like. Because let's be honest, me, I love my lashes because I barely have any. I love having, you know, the most going on with my eyeshadow. I like to have a lot going on with my lips. I just like to do the most when it comes to my makeup, because that's me. But I also know when to turn it down or tone it down when there's something else going on. So therefore, that is why I'm going to show you what to do when you're going to an interview but you still want to look beautiful. You know? You still want to go in there and be like, yes, I came in here to interview, but I'm still slaying. I wanted you to know that. You know. So that's what I'm going to film for you guys today. And I'm going to stop talking so much and go ahead and jump into the video. But first, what I need you guys to do is make sure you subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. If you're sitting here watching this video and you've gotten this far in the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. That moment of silence right there was for you to click it and subscribe. Also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like it, give it a huge thumbs up, and whatever you thought I could change, you thought would be like, you know, something that would be helpful, or, you know, even tell me what you think I did wrong, you know, just let me know. Comment below and let me know that. But until further notice, let's just go ahead and jump into the video. Let's go. Hey guys, so I want to give you like a different scenery. Let me cut my TV down. So another good thing about this video is the majority of the products that I'm going to use, they are all affordable. They're all from like drugstore brands. So that's another good thing, since this is just like a simple makeup tutorial for interview purposes. I was like, let me at least use some, you know, more affordable things for you guys. The thing that I can say for sure that's not about to be affordable is this brow pencil. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the brow definer in medium brown. So I'm using this because I can't find my my NYX brow pencil right now, so forgive me for that. But everything else, I promise you, will be affordable. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows. So you don't want your brows to be too harsh when you are going to an interview as well. You know, you just don't want something that's like standing out on your face. I know for me, the first thing I noticed on people, of course, are their brows. So you don't want your brows to be like super duper harsh. Why I'm going to fill mine in very lightly. I've been growing my brows out, so they now have like enough hair that I don't need a whole bunch of product to make them look full. Basically, I can use like a minimum amount. The thing I do for sure though is I always like to make a good line across the top of my brow, because I feel like that's what makes it complete. But other than that, I like for you to be able to see like my natural hairs still. So that's basically it for my brows. Now I'm just going to go ahead and clean them up. So to clean them up, I'm going to use this LA Girl Pro Conceal, and it's in the shade Toffee. So I don't want my brows to be too highlighted, so that's why I'm going to use this Toffee shade, because it's very similar. It's a very similar color to my skin tone. See, and that left it still looking natural, but still filled in, that it doesn't look like it has like certain gaping spot. So that's pretty much it for the brows. You know, just leave them as natural looking as possible, but as much as you like, if you conceal them, they can look like still sharp enough to go with the rest of your look. So now that my brows are done, I'm going to go ahead and move on to just setting and priming my eyes. So I don't like putting foundation really on my eyes. I more so like to go with the lighter effect, which concealers usually, to me, they feel a little bit more lighter than putting foundation on my face. I mean on my eyes. That's just my preference. So even with the concealer, you want to make sure that you don't go as harsh. Like enough to cover up anything that you want to cover, you know, to make your skin look as flawless as possible. But so I use the same concealer for my brows I used on my eyes. So to go ahead and set that on my eyes, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Powder, the loose powder, and I'm using the shade Medium Deep. So I'm just going to take this light fluffy brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to lightly apply it to my lid. To make sure that my eyes are nice and set. Like so. So for foundation, it's going to be another drugstore brand. This is the Milani Conceal Imperfect foundation, and it's in the shade 11A Nutmeg. It's one of their newest shades. It's like my perfect shade. So for this foundation, I really just take it from the tube and I just squirt some on my face like so, and just make sure it's like good in each area. I feel like this foundation can be full coverage if you wanted it to be. As much as you apply to it, that's really what makes the difference. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend it in with my sponge, and this sponge is from Tarte, so yeah, it's another semi-expensive item, but we're mainly talking about the products that are going on my face, not what I'm using. This is a great sponge, by the way. It's so soft. I still love beauty blenders, but I really like this sponge. It's amazing. I think it's like $16 in Ulta, if I'm not mistaken. I'll check, and then I'll put it below so you guys will know. Make sure you get underneath, because you don't want your foundation to just like have a cast and like stop right there. I hate when that happens. Like sometimes I can be in like a huge rush and I'm like, oh no, I definitely skipped some parts of my face. So then I'm gonna go back into that same concealer that I used on my brows and my eyes, and it's in the shade Toffee. And we're gonna make sure we get right here on my forehead. So I know this looks like a lot of concealer, but I promise that it's not. It's really like a really thin layer. So what I'm going to do is just let this sit in that area for just like a minute or so, maybe less than a minute, just so it can really set in that one specific area and make sure it brightens. Because the quicker I blend it in, the more that you won't even be able to tell that the color even highlighted my face. But I find that if I let it sit here a little longer, it works. Move on to my eyelids. So I'm going to use the CoverGirl Queen. This is the CoverGirl Queen collection. It's in the shade Ebony. So I use it for my bronzer, for like contour and stuff. And I'm also going to just throw a little bit of it onto my eyelid just to add a little color and a little more depth. So I'm just going to lightly, when I say lightly, you can still tell it's there, but you don't want it to be like, okay, she's literally about to do an eyeshadow look. But no, I just want just enough to add just a little color to my lids so they don't look so flat. Long enough, I don't want it to sit on there too long. I'm just going to go ahead and start blending it in. I'm going to start off with my chin. Move on to my upper lip. Also going to get my nose. And then we're going to go on to the under eye. In this area, you want to pat really lightly so that you don't take away any of that color. Like so. So I'm just going to keep patting that in. Make sure there's no harsh lines in between that concealer and your foundation. I'm going to go into that same brush and same powder and just lightly set the areas where I put my highlight. And then I start to blend it in and dust it away. Because I find the more you let it sit there and actually bake, the more coverage it gives you. So I just want to lightly set it and then dust it away. Like so. Make sure I get the area with the smile lines, because in an interview you might be smiling a lot. You want to make sure that you don't like scare them away with your cracking makeup. We're going to go ahead and move on to bronzing the face. So I'm going to use the same bronzer that I used on my lids. So I'm going to use this little fluffy brush. It's from a Sephora collection. Just going to wipe in that powder a little bit, and then we're just going to go ahead and bronze the face lightly. Now, just enough so that you're looking not so flat in the face. Then with that same powder, I'm going to take this little small detailed brush and I'm going to contour my nose. You want to make sure that your contour isn't super duper harsh, so I'm going to go ahead and blend that out a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight my nose using the Maybelline Molten Golden Highlight. So I'm just going to take my finger, just a little bit of that highlight, tap it on my nose and down the bridge as well. Just lightly, so you know your skin doesn't look like it just was taken away by powders. I'm going to put just a tad bit in between my tear duct. Then we're going to put just a little underneath the brow bone. I'm also just going to go ahead and take this fan brush. This is from Morphe. It's the Y13 brush. Just going to take a little bit of this powder, highlight, and just go ahead and dust my cheeks very lightly. Then we're going to go ahead and hit the forehead just a little and the chin. Then we're going to go into my Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara. Because remember, this is an interview. You don't want it to be extreme. So then I'm going to go into my brown liner, and I'm going to go really lightly with this because I don't want to look like I'm going to a bar or something. This is just to add just looks, so I don't look like I'm being extreme. So now I'm just going to go into this Maybelline lipstick, and it's Nude Nuance. Just go ahead and lightly rub that onto the lips. Connect it with the top just to add a little color. Then you can go in with whatever lip gloss you like. I don't know what lip gloss this is, but I'm just going to take a little bit of it. Just to add a little bit more sheen to my face. And then I'm going to finish off my look with the Milani Make It Last spray, setting spray. And that, you guys, finishes this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found some tips and tricks to use for your next interview, so that way you can go out there and ace it and get that job and be successful, honey, and do it while looking flawless and just slay that interview, you know. Be like, oh, okay, well, I didn't get the interview. Well, you know, just, you can just go ahead and like book me to be your makeup artist or something, you know, like anything. Just let them know, okay? Let them know. So make sure you like it, comment, subscribe, and I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.